Well, shit. Outmatched, outwitted, and out-dingle-hoppered, the crew of the Bargarean Jade have found themselves trapped within the whack machinations of the evil wizard Kor Balevor, who, as it turns out, was like 1,000 steps ahead of them this whole time. With 0 orbs of Trachis, just 1 of 9 legumicrons still dormant, and none of Balevor's soul-preserving whack-defacts, our heroes have little hope of preventing the destruction of reality as they know it. But little is better than none. And as our heroes face their nemesis alone, confined to mysterious locations deep within Balevor's fortress, they hold on to their last shreds of courage, freshness, and hope that they will live to see each other again. For if they fail, it shall be their, and, let's be honest, everyone else's very final mission to Zyxx.
Thoughtlessness, all the forces of being not that good to be around. And I cast you forth unto your nemesis!
Wait. Is this the planet where all those kids got their school hollows taken? This is so weird. I can't believe our nemeses are children.
Oh, forgotten all about me, did you, darn?
Hi, C. Whoa! Back in the old frame, what happened to the country gentleman? It was starting to kind of do something for me. Very reminiscent of that bodice ripper, Tunnelton. You know which one I'm talking about? It was very popular with the mom set.
Nemesis confirmed! Vaporization commencing!
All right, Kor Balevor. Show yourself, it's just you and me!
That's not gonna happen, Plek. He's not here. I am.
Evil Dar, what's happening?
Oh, come on, Plek. Here we are on Fleur, where you fatally shot me in a blind panic.
Oh no. Kor isn't my nemesis, it's you!
Where are you? What? Plek! Plek, get back here! Get back here and face me!
What is this? Oh, why are there paintings? Is that a painting of me? Is that another painting of me? This is a long red rug leading to a throne. Oh, the throne's turning around. I wonder who's in it. Okay. Alright. Who are you that enters my throne room? I'm Nermut Bundleoy. I'm a member of the crew. I'm leader of the galaxy. I'm leader of the galaxy. You're just something I grew out of. You? What? Guards. Oh, what? Destroy this pre-imposter. No. No.
Okay, let's do this. Nemesis time. No
has told me what a nemesis is, but... Show yourself! Wait a second. This is the cloning facility. Oh, I'm home. Miss Janelle! Little AJ's home. Your boy's back. Wait. Oh, no. My nemesis, which I assume is a bad thing. There it is. The tube of blue liquid. What? Is this X-Island?
That it is. C-53.
Captain Cameron?
Just Kirk Cameron now. I'm not a captain of anything.
Not even of your own destiny? I'm sorry, that sounds very glib. I meant it in a lighthearted way, and that was not the time.
Whoa! Whoa! What is this? Hello? Ew, where am I? Like, I'm literally in an empty void right now. I said that doesn't pass a vibe check. Ew! There's a mirror. Who's my nemesis? Is it no one? Am I perfect? Ew! No fair!
And the winner is Bebops in the child dentist of Delamba 7.
Thank you. We here are so excited for the child dentist of Delamba 7 to have...
Miss Jade, may I just say you look amazing tonight. Do you mind if I just attach this microphone right here?
Oh wow!
If you can just run this cord right down, I'll let you do it. I'll let you do it. Yeah, thank you.
What's that? Something's gonna happen. Something big's gonna happen. I'm ready for it. How do I look?
You look like a big green spaceship.
Okay.
You're gonna go like into space.
Good. It's finally Budgie's time.
Organics and synthetics, please welcome to the stage, Spaceship Speedleship.
The Jack.
See, why are you doing this? How can you be my nemesis?
You destroyed me. Now I shall destroy you.
On the Sam planet? That wasn't me. That was Evil Dar.
No, you're on Quantum. Wait, you shot me another time? You killed me twice?
No, as I was trying to say.
You tore me to pieces, even though we were friends.
No, I tore you to pieces because we're friends.
A tidy justification.
It really is when you think about it. You're here in present day, and in fact, I'd say now you are better off than you were in this frame.
Better off dead? Now it is you who will be dead, and also better off.
Please, I can prove it to you.
Statistically unlikely.
Thank you. I always respected that you appreciated like a cohesive verbal argument, because obviously, like, if we really wanted to do this out again, I could just tear you apart.
Thorn has reinforced this frame with additional defensive measures, which makes your attacks useless and my revenge inevitable.
Okay. But do we really think Core is your friend?
Core Belvoir is merely a means to an end.
And what's that end?
Well, to get revenge. Am I crazy? Yeah, I'm getting my revenge. I'm gonna kill you and then, go on with my life.
And that would make you feel better?
Well, I'm pretty upset. I gotta be honest.
See, that's hurting me more. Knowing that I've upset my friend? Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna live with myself.
Oh, you can't live with yourself? Well, I didn't get to live at all, Dark. I'm made from a copy of backup from Quarantine Central.
But if you just take your little pictures off my drinky out.
You did get to live.
Dark, what are you talking about? They had to restore me from a backup. That means I was dead?
No. I mean, there was a backup, but the original was just fine. We saved your cube, and we've had seasons of adventures together. You got to try a whole bunch of new frames, a toaster, a humidifier, a loader droid, and oh, my favorite, the little urchin droid. That was fun and seasonal.
This sounds like a series of humiliations.
No, hear me out. It was actually kind of freeing. You kind of got to experience a bunch of new lives. And then you were infested by the Kek. I mean, you were a disgusting bug.
Yeah, if you're trying to sell me on this...
I am really hard because this is kind of feeling life and death right now.
Evil dog! No!
Wait, don't run from me. I'm running to you.
Stop! What's happening? What are you doing?
I haven't run in a long time. Hold on.
Oh.
I always make the intention to do it, every new year. Like, I'll get in better shape, but... Okay. Breath caught. Plek.
Huh.
You're not my nemesis.
Huh?
Starting now.
Oh. Evil Dar, you have every reason to be my nemesis. I shot you right here on Flurp.
Wow. Yes. Admitting is the first step. And the thing is, Plek, I really held a grudge against you for that one. I know I shouldn't have, but I didn't have all the context that I have now. And that is... sometimes a mistake is just that. A mistake.
No, Dar, it was more than that. It was a mistake that I made because I had no idea what I was doing. I hurt you. You're right to blame me for that. And I'm sorry.
Ah, there it is. See? Water under the bridge. I forgive you.
I'm sorry. I've done a lot of things I regret. But the whole reason I've wanted to follow this stupid destiny and figure out what my purpose is because I want to do the right thing for once. And, maybe that's all going to come to nothing. Maybe I'm going to chuck that up too, but I know that I owe more to the galaxy and to my friends than I've given them. And I'm sorry. I'm such a dingus.
Is it can I...
Yeah, no.
I actually wasn't expecting that long of an apology.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I don't know.
Plek, I think it would be too easy to say that you're done.
What?
Because you're not.
Well, no, thank you.
I just don't want you to underestimate yourself or sell yourself short.
Yeah, I think that's really good advice.
Also, you probably shouldn't handle weapons ever again.
Any weapons?
Yeah.
Well, what about the Dinglehopper, by some accounts, is the most powerful weapon, imaginable.
The twig?
Yeah, I wouldn't say like it compares to, a planet crusher or something, but I would say like hand to hand, wielded properly, the Dinglehopper is an elegant weapon.
Okay, yeah, you're allowed to have that.
Thank you so much, yes.
But maybe nothing else.
I don't need anything else.
Okay, that's the spirit.
No, giant mean flex, get up. No, wait.
Prepare to be blasted. Prepare to be disintegrated.
No, how do you even prepare for that?
You don't. He's got a keyboard.
Wait. Stand down.
What? Huh?
Is that a BX-13? This? Yeah, I core zapped my main keyboard, but this is one I always keep on my person. I just got a BX13. Isn't it awesome? Like, it's not the best rated of the BX series, but I swear, like, I take it over the 15 any day. I just journaled about how I threw away the 15 because of the 13. Do you ever lay it down like this? Yeah, I do. Oh, and I assume you got one of these. Wait, you got the vocoder attachment? Yeah, you didn't get it? They were sold out. They said they sold me the last one. Listen to this. I'm me, who are you, you are me. Whoa. You're you, who are you, I'm you, I am you. Me, you, me, us, me, and me. 1 + 1 is 2. If there were another, there'd be 3. But there's not, there's just you and me. 2 be me and you, me. Name it, Nermut, name it, Nermut, name it, Nermut, Nermut. Man, that was amazing. Yeah, if only we'd been recording, right? Hey, Greggy, were you rolling on that?
Yeah, it sounds great.
What?
You guys want to do another take, or,
I don't think we need another... Do you think we need another take?
Copy that. Let's move on to overdubs. All right, I'm going to have the plinths come in and set up some drums and some amplifiers.
Your throne room is a recording studio? Yeah. I mean, why not, right? See that control room? What? You have the TT-12 9s? When I made Burma Fidelities, I dreamt about that compressor, but I could never afford it. I've got all the Nermos you could ever want. Know what I'm saying? When the money's named after you, they just send them to you complementar. You know? Totally get it, since I'm the one who won the election after all, and you were sort of installed. Well, one is maybe not the right word because of the whack intervention of the emperor and the election, so yeah. Who wants to talk politics anyway? Let's jam!
The tube of blue liquid. No, not a tube. My tube. You happy? You happy now? Here I am. Big success. Big on the crew. No, it's never been enough for you, has it, tube of blue liquid? Never strong enough for you, am I? Why do you think I try to be so strong all the time? You think I like forming perimeters? I don't. But I did it because, you know, you're round. And so I thought, maybe I could form a circumference too. But I can't, because I'm not round. I'm person-shaped. And I always have been. I'm not like you. I don't want your life. Hey, sorry I'm late to come kick your juggin' ass.
Whoa, what? I'm super yoked plant? You're my nemesis?
You're goddamn right.
Okay, I'm so relieved. I thought I was gonna have to face my daddy issues.
Hold on. I'm sorry, did you just say that you think that the tube of blue liquid is your dad?
No, did you?
Oh my rod, you're dumber than I thought, bro.
Alright, let's do this. I've been wanting to do this ever since Miss Janelle's planet. Let's do this.
Bring it on.
Alright. Oh! Whoa. Clocked me there.
You like that? There's more where that came from.
Bob and weave, and then flurry of punches. Oh, you
don't understand, do you? I'm more Clint than you'll ever be, bro.
What'd you say to me?
I'm Clint, baby.
Oh, Snoop. You're Clint 2.0, huh?
Does Chuck it plank sex? I don't think so.
What? Plank sex?
Clint 3.0, mother chucker. That tube of blue liquid over there has been optimized. synthesized, electrolyzed to make me the yokest clone in the Juckin' Galaxy, bro.
Incredible gains, bro.
You don't know the half of it. You just got plaqued.
Oh, don't make that your catchphrase, bro.
So, Cameron, how you?
Well, as you can see, almost every appendage I have is made of wood, so not great.
Listen, Cameron, we don't have to do this.
Do we not? You betrayed me. You left the crew. Retractable cane, I see.
That's one of the benefits of this frame.
You were always into upgrading, weren't you? Frames, friends.
I was into making my own decisions, Cameron. I felt like I was waiting around for you, and you weren't interested. And you know, I was upset, and I wanted to hurt you, but I never meant for you to get captured by the monarchy.
That's right, caught by the monarchy.
All I see is my own reflection. Oh. Hello, May. Wait. How you doing? Are you sad because your dad was evil? And also the love of your life ran off with a refrigerator? Wait, was it my fault I got a DM? You're right, though. I shouldn't have let something so significant go away so easily. Wow. I hate you. I love you. I hate you. But I love you. Ew! Is that a pimple? Literally, put me on fire right now. Where is my nemesis? It's, so unfair. Everybody gets a nemesis, and all I get is to, look into my own reflection and, what reflect. You're so small and insignificant. No wonder your dad turned evil. Is your dad Joe? Ew! Why is my nose all patchy? Where is my nemesis?
Please welcome to the stage, Spaceship Spielship.
As the old saying goes, Hollywood is a place where they'll pay you 1,000 kroon for a kiss and 50 bit kroon for your soul. No one knows that more than our esteemed guest. This storied and illustrious actress and I have had our ups and downs over the years, but she's made Hollywood what it is today. Without her, we wouldn't have such timeless quotes like, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give two jucks." Or, "I'm mad as Juck and I won't take it anymore." Or, "Bang, bang, 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 bang." But what she really gave us was a dream. She gave Hollywood soul. Ladies and gentlemen, the deserving recipient of this year's Tiny Toots Memorial Lifetime Achievement Baboscar goes to my friend, my enemy, my muse, my deepest regret, my proudest achievement, my ex-wife, the Bargarean Jade.
Do you remember how you did it, Dar?
Okay, your eyes are lighting up again, and I can only assume that this is about to be very, very bad.
You lifted me up like this.
See, put me down.
And you tore off my arms like this.
Why must you hold me upside down? Oh, I'm gonna lose my lunch.
Prepare to lose your life.
Oh, my precious stuff is falling from my chutes and flaps. Oh, be careful with that! Oh.
I don't know why they would pick me over anyone else. I was in a toaster at the time.
What is that? Turn that off.
Wait, no. No! Oh, see! You have to listen to this! You have to... stop shaking! You have to listen to this!
Fine. I've been a better envoy than anyone else on this crew.
Wait, who is this?
That's you.
Dar, I still needed to be rescued.
Wow, my voice sounds so weird.
Right, because you're vamping up to a song.
No, not that. It's just the vocal processor. I mean.
That was one of your many frames. A sweaty herman named Jeremy.
I'm sorry, what?
I know, but did you hear where you said we were all important?
No, I'm sorry, I was sweaty?
You were, and then you were a Keck, and now you're in the country gentleman. But the thing is, you were always C. Even after I had to break you apart to save everybody. And yourself. Listen, this is the best part.
53 still needs his crew.
We care about each other in the future, even though that C is fully aware that I tore him apart.
And you have this queued up on a boombox because... why?
We had these communicators that the Them gave us that recorded everything we said and did. And I just happened to pull this specific recording because sometimes, and this will be hard to believe, I have a low self-confidence moment. And sometimes I need to be reminded. You know, if you just fast forward a little bit, you'll get to hear all the affirmations I like to hear me tell myself.
No, I think you kind of made your case here. I'm prepared.
So, we good, or is revenge still on the table?
I mean... I did actually try to get some info from the outside world on what's been happening in the last 6 years, and now I'm realizing Core Bilvor has probably kept me in the dark about a lot of stuff.
Or parental control, but either way...
He says the Wi-Fi on Mufaletta Secundus is no good, which might be true, but it feels different.
No, it's definitely true.
Yeah, we should get out of here. Core insisted on setting up this recreation of cognitive for, I don't know, poetic justice or something, but...
Doesn't that feel more triggering for you than it does for me, though?
I think he was selling it to me as this is empowering to do it this way.
Oh, sure.
Honestly, this whole thing makes me uncomfortable. Because even if you didn't tear me apart, that means I think I was gonna kill a kid. I don't feel good about that.
No.
We gotta get out of here.
Are you happy too, Blue Liquid? Are you happy now?
Are you still talking to that inanimate object?
Shut up, man.
Fight me!
I admit it. I'm not strong enough to beat him. I always needed help. Whether it was the clans or the crew, I've always needed help. And now I need your help. I've got to do something I should have done a long time ago, which is face you, and then tip you over and drink you.
Are you fucking insane, bro? How does your body even hold liquid?
No, I'm not insane, bro. I just resolved my father issues.
Again, it is that is a machine.
And I'll tell you this. I realize that true power
What's happening to you?
is admitting that you're vulnerable.
What's happening to your body, bro?
I'm starting to power!
You're powerless. It's over 9,000! Oh, your armor's popping off.
Okay, bro. I'm pretty yokes now.
The only thing left is your utility belt. Just framing your plank. Even your plank has abs.
Care to go for another round? Undercut. Yeah.
So then I think this is where the guitars come in.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
So yeah, if they hit here and not in the earlier bar we originally had it.
Yes, I was just going to make that change because then you feel it, right?
I think, Mehmet, I 100% agree. Oh gosh, I love this moment when you're in the flow. Yes! I dreamt about collaborating with you, Mehmet, and I got afraid that it wasn't going to live up to my expectations. And I was disappointed that I was tasked with killing you. Oh. Yeah, okay. Cool. No, yeah. I mean, I'm glad I'm not going to. Good. Cool. Even though it's technically, it's still my mandate. Okay. Well, I think the bass line that you just played is going to go throughout, and then we'll layer the two basses starting right here. Yeah, I feel like we don't even need to talk anymore. It was just, we're in La Zone. Hey, Gretchy, can we hear that choice take of the duet chorus?
Yep. Just 1 second. All right.
Schedules matter. They matter when you're planning things out. Schedules matter. They matter when you're planning things out. Planning things out. Schedules matter.
I want a hug. I'm gonna hug myself in the mirror. Hug. I love you. And I know you're going through tough times right now because you're alone. And you're part of the OG crew and you've been through like so much. Also, you're living in a really chaotic world that's built upon a lot of traumatic events that were outside of your own control. Literally, Is it weird if I kiss myself? I'm going in. Ew, don't use tongue, that's gross. The vibe is over. Literally, I feel nothing right now. Don't even damn me. Why haven't you texted me? You know what, I'm gonna break the mirror. Yeah, my reflection is not a true representation of my identity. No! Oh no, my hand is bloody. Hello? I need to go to the nurse's office right now. Oh! Empty void! Centurion! Father! Mother! Society! Puberty!
It's over, bro. Stay down. Stay down.
I just realized something. You're the best, Clint. You're the best, Clint, at kicking my ass.
Hey.
You're the best, Clint, at having a spiritual epiphany and then changing your ways. Self-realization. Hey. Self-actualization.
Hey, man. We're the best clan at self-realization.
We don't even have the same DNA, bro. We're
okay. So
completely different,
No,
yeah.
I guess it's me then. Cool. Alright, I win!
Oh. Take me with you.
Yeah, come on, bro.
I want to be a part of whatever this is.
Alright, man. Come on.
I was created like 24 hours ago.
I don't need your backstory, bro. Let's just get moving.
That's it. That's the whole backstory.
Oh, okay.
I'll follow you anywhere. Papa AJ.
Okay, now that I hear it back to me, it's not a great name.
Daddy.
Don't call me Daddy.
Daddy, Papa.
Let's get you back.
I love you.
Okay.
I know I'm not supposed to say that or whatever, but I do.
Oh, I love you too, man. Let's get back to the... Ooh, man, you're spitting out a lot of teeth. Let's get you back to that big cavern where all the bad stuff was happening, huh? Hey, give me 1 second.
Don't drink any more of that, bro.
No, I drank it all, bro. Hey, empty tube. Thank you. For, like, the huge power-up and, like, mean, I'm like so jacked right now, thank you. Absolutely shredded.
Yeah, decent, bro.
Yeah, asked it.
I said diesel, bro.
Appreciate it. Listen, Cameron, I'm sorry, alright? I was angry when we parted ways, alright? I was furious with you, but I'm glad I'm here with you, Cameron. I didn't think I'd ever get a chance to finally tell you face to face. I'm sorry. If I could take it all back, I would.
You seem sincere.
I am. You know, you were the first person I ever met You're the first person I ever loved, Cameron. I didn't know how to deal with it.
C-53 admitting that he's wrong. Well, I live and breathe. I barely breathe.
I was gonna say.
Sometimes sawdust comes out.
It's like a bellows system.
Yeah, one of them is a bellows. So I have to kind of.
You know, Cameron, I don't want to tell you how to live your life, but they make organic replacements for body parts. And
what?
You don't have to replace everything with wood.
Listen, I've lost a lot, but I will tell you one thing that isn't made of wood. My heart, not my penis. Were you thinking penis?
No.
It didn't cross your mind at all?
Hey, really, to be perfectly honest, it didn't. I think I'm just in a different stage of my life. And I sort of had some relationships. And,
all right, yeah, no, we've all, my heart is still flesh and blood.
Right, the blood.
Your tenderness and forgiveness of me makes me want to reciprocate. Yeah.
Listen, Cameron, I don't want to fight you. Do you want to get out of here?
Sure. There's a magic-y portal that's right behind the big old skull-looking rock over there. I was gonna go through it after I killed you, so.
Well, we could probably still use it, right?
Seems like it. That's how portals work, right?
Yeah, I would think so. I'm not a portal expert, but sure.
Me neither. You look great, by the way. I never said it, but you look great.
You know, I know it's a lot of wood, but honestly, you can tell you put a lot of care into whittling all of those things.
Yeah. Penis still works, so.
Yeah, you sort of made that clear earlier.
Did I? Okay, just wanted to make sure you were aware.
I am consider me notified.
Okay, sit down. Okay, well, I was not expecting this. Wow, a Lifetime Achievement Award named after Tiny Toons. Great, fantastic. Yeah, hey, sit down!
I clap by standing.
What can I say? I guess you know who I am still. That's fine. Yes, I was a very prolific actor and director and writer for a while, and yes, I disappeared. You know, because this industry, honestly, jucking takes your soul out and takes a jucking shit on it. Stand back up! Listen, I know you, I should be thankful for this award, especially because so many of you have come up to me and told me you thought I was dead. But I guess what I really want to say is, Hollywood, you can't reject me. I reject you. I know what this Lifetime Achievement Award is. You give it to the sentients you think whose careers are over. Well, Baji's career's not over. Baji's career is still going and it's going strong and I'm not gonna give up. You can't tell me it's over. Chuck you, I don't need you. You are chucking plastic and you're fake. How many of you actually have your original homes? Huh? You know what? Why am I wearing a gown? What am I trying to prove to you? I'm just trying to be shimmery and sparkly so you can never hire me again? Well, I'm taking this gown off! That's right, this is what an old jucking hall looks like that's had a lot of work done but really cheap work, so in the end it really nothing has changed. Stare at it, everybody! Stare at my ship hole, you junkheads! Anyway, Horsehead, get back inside. We're getting out of this stanky hole house.
I got a swag bag.
Welcome back to the stage, your host, Donkey.
Of my whack castle. Here at the edge of time and space have I summoned the forces of whackness to my aid. In my right hand do I clutch the dingle hopper, and in my left the wickle staff, and betwixt their points all creation shall be rent asunder. I begin with the first of 118 elemental gems, and come in hot with the second of 118 elemental gems. And here comes number 3. Choo-choo pulling into the station.
Core Balevor.
What the juck?
Now what, didn't expect me back?
This can't be possible. You should be destroyed now.
Oops, sorry, what I missed. Had to go the old... well, you know.
The toilet?
See, you know, I didn't have to say it. You knew what I was implying.
Core, you thought you could defeat me with one of my best friends? Think again.
Silence, you pitiful worm!
Let me get this straight, Evil Dar, who to me is good Dar. I summoned you into existence through timelines to come in here and destroy Black Deck Center. You'd be dead in the woods on floor if I hadn't resurrected you for this one job. And you completely jumped me.
Listen, it wasn't on purpose. It's just that, I mean, look at him. Plek apologized, and I forgave him. Because, well, I realized he meant it.
What does that have to do with anything? You weren't supposed to kill Black Deck Center.
And yet, I live.
Listen here. Perhaps you have found some way around my whackness, buoyed by prophecy as you are. But your friends will surely have fallen to my vile machinations.
Oh, hey, Dar.
Hey there.
What?
Hey there yourself.
Dar 1 is what I've been calling, because they're sort of prime Dar. Dar 0 is the one with the goatee.
Actually, I'm cool with Evil Dar, and I'm okay with just Dar.
You're investing a lot of energy in names that you won't need to know in a minute because you're all going to be dead. Alright? We're putting a lot of mustard on a sandwich that's going straight in the trash.
Who puts mustard on a sandwich?
You're gonna look at me like I'm crazy for putting mustard on a sandwich? Oh, listen, I love doing whack stuff. That, what I just said?
Normal.
Literally not whack. So maybe the one thing that the whack and fresh agree on is getting a nice stone ground mustard on some peasant bread. Make yourself a little sandwich in the middle of the day. Pick you right up.
Dar, who was your nemesis?
I think I can answer that. But,
C-53, you got your old frame back.
Well, no, I'm actually a C-53 restored from a previous backup of who you know as C-53.
put to a weaponized Federated Alliance frame for the purpose of killing your daughter.
Oh.
But I realized that C-53, myself, was actually alive and well.
Nobody realized anything else. We're done realizing stuff in the castle.
You know, Court, I just realized you're making the mistake of assuming that a clone of any of us is inherently evil. We're all just the same people.
Oh my ride! Talk some more shit, dude. Like, they've literally got a goatee on the front of their face. They're evil. Evil! Or at least that was the plan!
Oh, disappointed, Core?
Oh, real C-53.
Well, you know, in many ways, both of us are real C-53, and it starts to get into the question of what is the nature of reality when it comes to an intelligence that could be and was replicated. Yeah.
Well, so wait a minute. You also weren't destroyed by your... raise your hand if you weren't destroyed by your nemesis.
Now, do you want the quote-unquote evil ones to also raise their
Literally listen to what I say. Okay. If you weren't destroyed by your nemesis, raise your hand.
Okay. Cameron, I guess that's your hand as well.
Oh, yes. I will raise my hand, which is actually a system of dowels and string, as I lost my original hand on X Island. But this X here, he's A-okay.
Honestly, we really appreciated the chance to talk it out.
Aye, cathartic it was.
I'm so pissed right now, I can't, onboard another person's deal. You know what I mean? This proves nothing. 3 minor loopholes discovered, none of which disproves that the rest of your crew has surely perished. We're scatting the stuff right now.
But we like it. We both like it. This guy's actually a good scatter.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
I mean, you're pretty good.
Well, honestly, I can't tell which Nermut is Nermut.
My Malloy, explain yourself. Why is Bondeloy still alive?
Oh, well, we were, really going at it because we both came in with demos that we wanted to base the track on. It was crazy because it turned out when we played them, they were identical. Mine was a little bit, I think, closer to the final master release.
Honestly, going at it, and everyone's alive.
I literally nearly figuratively killed him because we were seriously butting heads artistically over which synth to use in the bridge till we realized actually neither of us knew.
Yeah, Cor, I gotta say, you kind of set up this whole situation to create conflict, but you kind of just created closure for everybody.
Well, the only closure you'll be feeling from here on out, Black Death Center, is me closing the door on your miserable life.
You're going down, mother chucker.
Whoa! AJ, you are yoked.
Hold on.
Yeah, well, I discovered vulnerability, and I drank my dad, and we kicked each other's asses, and now we're here to stop you, Core Balevor.
That's right.
Sorry, we gotta back up for 10 seconds here. You drank your dad? Yeah, well, I realized that the tube of blue liquid was, in some ways my dad, and I finally realized, I kind of got to that.
Stop realizing shit! Look here! Alright, because there's gotta be close to 20 people in this goddamn ritual chamber, and...
Justin! I feel better now.
Hey, Justin.
Justin, why are you carrying that broken mirror?
Why? Because in a way, that mirror was me. But now, I know who is me. And I'm me. And I love me.
Rod, I want to clock this kid right in the face.
We've become viral in the past couple seconds on Happy Affirmation Talk.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna put the dingle hopper down, I'm gonna put Dave Whittlestaff down, and it's gonna be 4 square knuckles right to the jaw, kiddo.
Clearly there's something that happened to you in the past that's making you feel this way. Maybe you should look inside yourself and make a change.
That feeling when you defeat your nemesis. Clearly there's something that happened.
Justin, don't record a vid now. There's sort of high stakes.
How many vowels did you put in the middle of the word change? How many distinct vowels? What a diphthong!
Make a challenge.
All of you were supposed to unravel from the inside, and instead, everybody grew as people and learned shit about themselves. Chuck, that I say, no more realizations, no more cathartic, meaningful moments, no more friends reuniting.
Wow,
Bargie!
Hey, Barge!
Hey, Bargie.
Whoa, Bargie's coming through the volcano hole.
Oh, Bargie! Welcome back!
That's right, welcome back. I'm not dead.
Great.
And guess what? I beat my nemesis of fame. It doesn't have any power over me anymore. I'm all good now.
Wait a minute, hold on. Your nemesis was Fame? What are you talking about?
Fame was really bringing me down, you know.
Yeah, no, that tracks part.
No,
It can be corrosive to anyone.
All of it is a vicious cycle of narcissism and corruption.
Hey, stop for a second! I didn't make your nemesis. That's so abstract and it's so. Listen, these nemesis. Yeah, Fame would make sense if I was trying to give you all a catharsis. I was trying to kill you.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, Cor, you know, in many ways, Fame can kill. It's taken many of our most beloved Hollow Stars away from us over the years.
Yeah, let's see a clip.
No, Bargie, we actually.
Okay, sorry.
I implanted one of the many victims you shot into space as the sentience of a state-of-the-art, top-of-the-line warship with only one purpose, which was to destroy you, Bargie. Your nemesis wasn't Fame, it is the Kulata.
I'm here. It's me, the daughter of the Grand Kula. I'm a ship now.
I don't know who this is.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
Yeah, this is like our first mission.
It was there.
You may have blasted me out into space 6 years ago, but now I'm back, and I'm gonna destroy you.
Hey, wow, you did it. Being a ship was your dream. How you feel?
Bargie, honestly, I feel amazing.
I know, you look amazing. I mean, come on.
Really? Aw, you're sweet.
Most ships, hot take, are disgusting. You're a hot ship.
Oh, Bargie, hearing all this and processing all this, I'm realizing that I have a parasocial relationship with you, which has been really unhealthy for me. So I need to find out who I am.
Honestly, no notes.
Unchucking real. Are you in front of me? This is the rudest thing I've ever seen. You speed ran bonding of enemies to friends in 10 seconds?
She's a pro.
Thank you.
Well, this is all super cute, but I'm doing a ritual to end the universe, so all of you can just go chuck off. How does that sound?
Oh yeah, we forgot about the ritual. What are we gonna do? Is Bino awake yet?
No, Bino is still asleep in his box, which is safely enflapped.
Okay, so Papa, I guess this is like prophecy time, right?
Right, yes. I got this.
I believe in you, Papa.
Thank you, AJ. But we gotta do much more than believe if we want to see the world change.
What?
You won't win, Cor Baelvor. If hate's the gate to peace, this is the last stop.
Okay.
I shall summon that stuff through the space to myself.
Hey, Jucken got the Dinglehopper! Ah, that felt good!
Kinda rude.
That is incredibly whack. No, wait.
Yeah, no, it was a little bit whack, you know? My prophecy is to bring balance to the galaxy, and you know what? Sometimes it means just being a little bit whack, just to keep everything from falling apart. And now, the Dinglehopper is mine.
Whoa!
Cor Baelvor, your reign of chaos and terror is coming to an end.
You have crossed cost me this day, eclectic singer, and will have driven me to the edge of madness. You and your pathetic friends.
Power friendship.
Okay, AJ, all right.
The only friend I need in this world is myself. And also my good friend Scram. Thank you for helping, Scram.
Yes. Good to be mentioned, Master.
Oh yes, of course. Scram, you're great. Scram, have you broke for lunch today?
Not yet, Master.
Why are you so nice to Scram?
Scram and me, we are tight. Like, this whole enterprise is not like just a job. It's like, we are family here. We do.
Well, Master.
What? Scram.
Well.
Scram. Speak to me. Your voice, it quavers.
Master Balfour, you are the finest master I have ever served, without question.
Yes?
I would give my life for your own, but... I mean, do we hang out? Do we...
Well, like... Well, what... No, hold on.
It is awkward.
No, it's not awkward. It's not awkward. It is not awkward. Listen, Scram, but that's the thing. It's like we're the go hard bros. You know, like we go hard.
That's
Nick. No, that's
yes,
cool.
Master, but when you go hard at work, you know, like.
Well, like no, but yeah, we don't hang out because we're always at the office putting in that extra elbow grease. But like,
remember, I had the Zyball tickets, Master, and I asked if you wanted to come, and you said we had too much evil business to do, and so I sort of saw that as a moment where, like, okay, he wants to keep it professional.
Acid cringe.
So, Core, do you have, like, no friends?
What did you say, Bundaloy?
I just asked, do you have no friends? I guess that sounds a little bit more loaded than I...
Do you, like, follow anyone on TalkTalk, and do they follow you back?
I follow the path of the black side.
Is that a new app?
Friends. I am not so fortunate as you, blessed by prophecy and bound, your fates crossed in the stars. What forces of the galaxy could have thrown you all together into these misadventures, these long years past?
I think it was sort of an algorithm at the Federated Alliance that was like, like Dar's big and Nermut's little, and like Plex kind of pink and weak. Yeah, and Bargy needed the
I
word.
came later, and it was sort of like, oh, this seems fun.
I was there since the beginning.
None of this. The wax side offers a different path. What could be more fresh than to kick it with one's friends? And what could be more whack than to reduce the universe to chaos? Alone. You will find that I still have my second of two great galactic sticks. I may not have the Inglehopper now, Plect, etc., but I did have it 15 minutes ago.
Carving a portal into the air.
I summon you from a timeline 15 minutes in the past. Greetings, Core. Greetings to you, Core. What say you, my whack brother? Shall we commence to summon more Core Balefors?
Oh no.
More like Core Balefors.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good.
Setting up this whole time for that.
Let the hate make 8.
I don't like
16 candles, more like 16 vandals, vandalizing the timeline.
Oh, wow.
Really reached for that one.
I don't even know the original reference.
Now, 32 Core Balefors, 32 Skidoo, or should I say Skidon'ts? You think I'm 20?
It's 23 skidoos, so it's really losing the thread on these.
Scram, could you like hop in here and help him?
Who wants 32 bosses? This is a nightmare.
A nightmare? Well, will you still be my employee when I'm 64?
It's too many.
There's a lot. Papa, do something.
Cor, I don't get it. Are you making friends?
Friends of the weak. I am an army of myself. Is that not right, brethren?
There's only one bathroom here. Do they all like share it now?
Justin, I don't think. If they're around for a while, maybe, but
You still shouldn't go in there for at least a little while longer. I mean, I was just in there, so...
128 skidoos!
I mean, that's... I guess if you want to put skidoo on the end of it, sure, but...
yeah, you can just say skidoo after any number.
256 skidoo!
There's so many.
There's not enough room. They're all going on top of it.
Now, with 256 core balefors and 255 dinglehoppers, I shall be the one, hold on, as the first, and yes, you are first in that you are the oldest, so why don't you let me, the most decent point in letting you are the one of us without a dinglehopper, as the one who most recently ate, as you opened a portal right as I was finishing my frittata. I am the most capable. I think I should be the one to speak.
You know, the irony is, if they just let the oldest core Belvoir do it, they'll all get to experience it eventually at his age.
My nose is bleeding. I hate this shit.
Core Belvoirs, I'm just gonna pitch this, and if you are into it, everybody give a thumbs up. And if you're not into it, everyone give a thumb down. Simple majority. When I say go, we will destroy these plucky heroes of space, and then we will all return through the exact doors we came through. That's not a thumb, that's a hand. No, I actually have a question, because my door is through another one of the doors. So should I go through my... Who cut a door in one of the doors?
I shouldn't have done that.
Why would you do that? Well, don't tell me how to do my business. It's that way we can keep track. It's like a Matryoshka doll. No, that's a terrible idea. All right. As the core Belvoir, at the terminus of this, the prime timeline, I call upon the youngest core Belvoir to impart to me your dinglehopper so that I can absolutely wail on these freaks.
Hi, I'm Core Belvoir. I'm a Zima Knight. Why are so many of you robots? Like so many...
Who summoned the kid? Well, I thought the point was to have whenever we had a dinglehopper, and we mostly had the dinglehopper when we were young. Yeah, and a Zima Knight who believes in the fresh.
What is this? Does something bad happen to me in the future?
Who's gonna tell him?
Listen, I'll explain it. Young Corey. Hey, Corey, what's the haps? It's your friend. And let me...
Hold on a second. Corey is a nickname for Corey?
You be quiet. I'm speaking to my younger self. Listen, man. I'm your cool future self. We're all Knights of Zima. What say you pass that dinglehopper on over to your older...
Oh,
you.
I don't know if I should.
You know what I'm saying?
Do that.
Snapping. Our younger self would never listen to an old funny one moment here. I am
Corey.
What's that? Hey, Corey. Hi. Is this me? Am I really seeing? Because I can see there's a couple of me that are like part robot, and they look super sad. And then there's mostly me as robots.
Yeah, Corey. I hate to tell you this, but these guys are all you. In your future.
I become this?
I'll snap his neck. It'll be quick. Don't worry about it.
AJ.
What's your name? Are you a Zima Knight?
Yeah, he has a bathrobe on.
Yes, I am, Cor. I'm a Zima Knight.
No pressure, Black, but like all your shenanigans have been leading to this one moment. Don't chuck it up.
Thank you, Bargy. Thank you.
Cor.
Please, call me Corey.
I don't want to.
You have to. It's my name. I demand that you do.
No, Cor, my name is Plek Dex Center. I'm master of the space, I'm master of the stuff, and I'm master of the self. I'm here to save the galaxy, save the universe. And you can help me.
Okay.
You're an acolyte of the fresh. Don't you understand? When you return to the past, just remember, you could prevent all of this. You could avoid having a cybernetic torso blasted into your chest.
A what? Blasted into my what?
I'd like to decide. Yeah, not to intrude on what is obviously a very important heart-to-heart conversation between two Zimas, but, if young Corey Balevor here goes through any other portal than the one that he came through, his position in the space-time continuum will have shifted, which puts all 255 Skidoo other Balevors in a state of temporal paradox, which means, well, I don't 100% know, but it's probably better for us than it is for him.
Oh, yeah, that'll work better.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, sorry. If it's your destiny to save the galaxy from me, don't I kind of need to become this bad version of me? I don't want to, ruin a
I'm sorry to do this.
But...
Keep it fresh.
Oh, you betrayed me!
Whoa, Lex just poked him so hard.
It went flying.
AJ, quick, close the portal!
Oh, right, I can do that. Portal closed, and
Cool.
Did you guys feel that light shoot out of my hands?
Oh, man.
It's a lot more dramatic than the last second.
I just needed you to close the portal, but...
That's awesome.
What's been happening over there? I've been straightening things out with 255 other core Balevors, and
Technically, you've only been straightening things out with 254 Balevors.
What? Wait, where's Corey? Where's... Oh no. This... He's disappearing up his bottle!
They're all disappearing up their own buttholes.
I don't like this at all.
Only a gun's supposed to go up there.
Why wouldn't I just disappear into the forest? It doesn't make sense.
Oh, that one's going really slowly for some reason. Why is that one so slowly going up its butt?
Oh no! Yes, maybe just give him a tap.
Oh. There's only one left.
Sam! Master, what should I do?
Remember me as your best friend.
It just feels weird to my best friend, Greg.
Wow. I may never be able to look at buttholes the same way again.
Wait, so was that, did he go up his butthole or just his butt?
That's all the same thing.
Hey, crew?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I've said this before, but we did it, you know?
Yeah.
Mission accomplished.
You've said that before?
Yeah, but usually it was wrong. But this time,
okay.
I just feel this weight off my shoulders. It feels like I actually did something right.
It's equally strange for me to say. I sort of think you maybe saved the galaxy back there.
Well, I mean, it was a group effort.
I mean, that goes without saying.
Okay, sure, yeah.
It was actually my suggestion to...
Okay, yeah, sure. Like I said, group effort.
And if pushing a villain through his own butthole isn't a mission accomplished,
Yeah, we don't have
I don't know what is.
We don't have to relive that.
Well, I think we all did jobs.
Wow.
Bargy, I'm sorry. Is this a Baboskar? Did you win a Baboskar?
Yeah, it's not a big deal when I win a Baboska.
Bargy?
Can I hold it? Whoa, it's heavy.
We really did do it.
We
you think about it, we sort of won the award for, pushing a bad guy through his own butthole like hundreds of times.
AJ, I don't know if you have to.
But it was funny. Do you remember the sound he was making? He kind of could scream, but he didn't actually get the scream all the way out because he was already up his butt by the time
he started screaming up his own butthole.
Yeah, it kind of echoed a little bit.
Would you like to hear it?
No. C-53.
Yeah.
We're good.
Hey guys, I think it's maybe time for a toast, okay? I'd like to raise a glass to the crew of the Bargarean Jade. We did it. We're done. I think we have earned a little break. So let's have a drink and, just relax for a bit.
Cheers. I'll give a toast.
Okay.
Cheers to being finished and no longer having a purpose.
Okay. AJ, I don't know if that's...
What?
That's rough way to say
I'll
it.
drink to that.
AJ, you're just spilling liquid down the front of your helmet.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you gotta take that off.
Yeah, sir.
Okay.
Hey, should we cheers the doubles of you that's in the other ship?
Oh, yeah. They're in the Kulata,
sure.
which is flying right next to us.
Hey guys! Hey!
No, Marty. Oh, you just bumped the Kulata.
Oh.
I think an air cheers would have been fine. Crew, I have an incoming transmission from Galactic Leader Nermut Bundaloy.
What?
All
right. Great.
Where?
Hey, friends.
Mimit.
Yes.
What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going? Just want to make sure you guys are watching this.
Watching what?
I mean, okay. You should probably turn on any channel.
Any channel?
You want us to turn on the any channel?
No, not that. No, that channel is actually there. I mean, technically it would be any. Trust me. All right, over and out.
Oh.
Quick one.
Weird. Could have honestly just told us the news.
Yeah, he took the time to call us specifically and then told us to watch the news.
Yeah.
We interrupt this broadcast of shaving elves.
Shaving elves?
Oh, I love shaving elves.
We interrupt this showing of Shaving Elves with big news. Galactic Leader Nermut Bundaloy has revealed he's not who he says he is.
We go now live to the Galactic Leader's throne room.
Citizens of the galaxy, I am ashamed to inform you that I am an imposter.
What?
I am not the legitimately elected Nermut Bundaloy.
Oh my rod. Nermut, are you hearing this?
We all knew this already.
He's admitting
Every citizen in the galaxy is watching this right now.
In fact, I am brilliant and reclusive singer-songwriter, Bermit Nundaloy. What the juck?
What are you...
Nermi, he says he's your alter ego.
I heard. And I am renouncing my leadership position in order to go on an endless tour.
Wow!
Yeah! You can check out Bermit Nundaloy on tour.space. Just Bermit Nundaloy was taken.
Hold on. Wait, most of these shows are already sold out. Look at this.
Wow!
Get your tickets early.
Petey Goyle's opening for him.
What in the rod-forsaking shitty juck is happening?
Shitty Juck? You can't just string together curses like that.
If any time calls for it, it's this time.
I know this might be off topic, but you know who loves shaving elves? This Clint I knew, SC2407.
Yeah, it's
loved it.
Okay.
Enough of those shaving elves.
This will not stand. We recorded that record together. That's right. My new solo hit, I Am You, You Are Me, is trending on all streaming services.
I just checked and it's
Okay, Justin.
I just pre-saved up.
What did you mean?
No. And in my place, I hereby relinquish the leadership of the galaxy to the real Nermut Bundaloy, a galactic hero, a member of an intrepid crew who just hours ago defeated the greatest existential threat our galaxy.
We now return you to your episode of Shaving Elves.
What? Time to shave! 2 goatees, please!
You're 2 goatees.
One for now and one for later.
A goatee for later? Can I shut up? I'm trying to watch.
Goatee to go, please!
Okay.
Why don't we turn it off?
AJ,
No,
we're not
wicked.
watching Shaving Elves.
At least not right now. Maybe later.
We're DVRing it, obviously.
Wow.
Nermut, did you hear that?
Yeah, I did. I hate it.
No, Mehmet Mimaloid just announced in front of everyone that he's giving you leadership of the galaxy.
I can't believe it. I can't believe he's going on tour under my name.
No, Nermut, first of all, it's also his name. He came up with it too because he's you.
Semantics.
Nermut, why are you so upset? You got a promotion.
Felt like a demotion.
Nermut, you're leader of the galaxy.
All you've talked about for the last year has been about how you were the rightful leader of the galaxy.
Yeah, sure, I want that as a day job.
Okay.
Something stable, you know.
So are you saying that's your side hustle, man?
Which?
Leader of the galaxy? Wait, well, I'm confused.
Either way is sad.
Yeah, I would see 53. There's almost no cool version of this for you.
You know what? Actually, it's good that I'm galactic leader now because I can use the full force of my military to take out the fake Bermit Nundaloid.
Okay, Nermut.
We're going to airstrike each tour date.
Nermut,
What?
stop.
What?
That is...
What?
Yeah,
That's absolutely horrible to suggest.
You're right. Airstrikes it's too obvious. We should have assassins enter from the basement of the arenas.
Nermut,
It'll look
stop.
like
You can't do that.
You're right. I just have to get the kill button from Evil Dar.
The what?
On the other ship, and I get close to that little clone rascal.
Nermut, listen to yourself. You get an ounce of power, and your ambition just completely takes over. You're a loose cannon.
Oh, you're right.
You're a loose cannon in the field. You're a loose cannon on the throne.
Okay, I mean, I guess a clone of me did become a despot.
Yeah.
So that kind of...
Nermut, listen, just take a deep breath. Everything's going to be fine. You can still make your music.
Oh, yikes. Okay, can I actually have an aside over here?
With who?
Everybody, come on.
That's just not an aside.
It's just a conversation.
Well, it's kind of separate from the earlier one where I was freaking out. Just, I want to get myself...
So it's a
under the
subject
emotional-
change.
Yeah, but if you could just come over here and just say...
He's galactic leader, so we do what he says, you know.
Okay, AJ, we don't need to fall in line
Yes, sir.
just yet.
At your... whatever you will.
Whatever you will.
Waiting and willing, sir.
AJ.
Crew, let's just do the attack.
All right.
What is it, Nermut?
You guys are right. I'm too impulsive and ambitious to lead.
That's...
I wasn't going to say that, but I
someone who loves you.
Fridge once, man.
Which is why I'm going to do it. And take you guys with me.
Oh,
No, we can't. The pitch got worse.
What? Think about it. We're a team. It's how we've managed to succeed at everything. Working together, helping each other.
Succeed at everything is quite a rewrite.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's
but
a little
the things we
editorialized.
did succeed at, that's why we did. And, come on, work with me here. I can manage missions operations, galactically. And C knows everything about diplomacy and protocol.
Everything about everything, kind of.
Yeah.
It's kind of you to say, but not entirely accurate.
See?
Nermut, I don't know if I don't know if as a group we're really cut out to lead.
But Plek, look, is even what you're just saying. You're the affable everyman. We need someone who doesn't think they're up for it, and other people wouldn't think is probably qualified. You could be the sort of face of.
Are you saying I fill the role of what is that guy doing there?
No, but they can imagine themselves doing it, no matter how little they know.
Aspirational. You need that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, before I drank all that blue liquid, I probably shouldn't be. But now, since I'm totally yoked, I think I probably could be galactic.
AJ, since you've gone Ultra, I think you're totally leadership material.
Ever since I went Ultra, things have gotten better.
But honestly, even before that, AJ, for a legitimately dumb sentient, you are such a good problem solver.
Wow. Oh, that was both pleasant and mean at the same time. Do you have one of those for me, Nermut?
I mean, Dar, the The glint in my eye, the shoot to my ladder, the one of us who's been captain?
Should Dar just be the galactic leader? Should we just do that and call it a day?
No.
You're making a good case for that.
With a sensuality that can distract them from any important task, honestly.
Say no more.
Okay.
I'm happy to be first partner.
I don't think that's...
I mean, we think we're all going...
That's the role!
Sure. Yeah, okay. Little early to pick titles, but...
mine would be cultural attaché if I got to pick.
Ooh,
I just said we're not picking yet.
I'm just saying, if we get to pick, that's what I'm...
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you're all gonna have a lot of fun. And I wish you all a lot of
You're not coming
well.
with us?
I just got a baboska, okay? I have people ringing me left and right. I have faxes coming in.
No, Bargy, you are a critical part of this, too. You're ship of the stars, dreamer of the land.
That's me.
I mean, just think, there's never been a ship in a high government post. You would be a liaison to all sentient ships. This could be huge, plus you're a Baboskar winner. It's exactly what we need to win over the vast majority of constituents who only care about a leader's star power.
Oh, that's a good point.
If there's one thing I know, more people in the entertainment business should get into politics, so...
Let me think about it. No.
There's gotta be some money involved, right, Nermy?
Oh yeah, it's a paid gig.
How much? Wait, just slip me a paper.
Okay, I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna write a number. You just tell me what you think of this number. Where do I actually show it, Bargy?
Just slide it and reveal it.
Just slide it
anywhere.
Okay.
Anywhere on the ship. Just
Okay.
across this counter, and that's
across this counter. All right, there you go. I'm gonna slide it to the other part of your console.
Seriously. Huh?
Come on, Barge. If you're in, all 6 of us are in.
I'm in. No questions asked.
Okay, thanks, Justin.
And you know what? It'll make Centurion and his Zalcatron fridge boy so jealous.
They're all in the other galaxy, right? Who's gonna tell us?
Yeah, I know.
Bargy,
Also, I don't have a family.
Justin. You got us, buddy.
Yeah, we're your...
My dad is dead. My mom is missing. I have no friends. I dropped out of school.
You're supposed to be in school right now?
Oh boy, we really dropping the ball.
You know, Bargy, I gotta say, I think Nermut might be right. I mean, I know that I wanted to have one single moment free from the burden of galactic responsibility just, for a second, but...
Yeah.
Maybe this is what this has all been leading towards, We're not always perfect, but we have done a lot of good for the galaxy. We took down the Alliance, and the Emperor, and the All-Wheat, and Kor Baelvor.
We took down some people we shouldn't have taken down. Dale comes to mind,
Okay,
but...
yeah.
Okay,
yes, and a few people...
on.
Those were mistakes, obviously, but I think this is maybe our calling.
If anything, this proves probably we shouldn't be running around the galaxy causing more trouble. Maybe we're best as figureheads.
That's a good point, actually.
Okay, I'll do it.
Oh, Bargy, really?
Are you serious?
Yep, I will turn shaving elves back on.
Okay, but
that's not really what.
That wasn't exactly the
Also,
query.
I'll join the galactic thingamajig.
There we go.
Bargy wants the book.
Yeah, you're doing it, Bargy.
I prefer not to have a mustache.
Oh, a mustache! Don't mind if I do.
This one sounds sick.
And so, with their prophecies fulfilled and the universe pulled from the brink of annihilation, our heroes set about the noble task of restoring the galaxy to prosperity. Together, they formed a new and benevolent galactic leadership, a harmonious coalescence of justice, kindness, wisdom, and, sure, a pinch of space magic, with just enough reluctance and ineptitude to stave off corruption. Yes, Plek Decksetter, C-53, Dar, Nermut Bundeloy, AJ-2884, the Bargarean Jade, and Justin Ballwheat, 7 best friends together from the beginning formed the Allied Federation. They have ruled the galaxy justly for many years, and will do so for many more to come. And as for the Binacron, he kept a watchful spiral eye over the galaxy and the Federation he loved so dearly, always leading it alternately toward and away from chaos in perfect balance, as he had for millennia past, and as he would for millennia into the future. And that, so far, is the story of Beano.
Beano loved the story of Beano.
Yes, Beano. So do I.
Thank you for the story. Beano, love you.
I love you too, brother.
Good night, Horsehead.
Good night, Beano. Sleep tight.
Horsehead, your Uncle Puck is here. Come say hello.
I'll be right there.
Wink. Sambo! Did you have the same crazy dream I had? I think so. Wait, but tell me what you saw. I saw this group of ambassadors, and they worked for the Federated Alliance, but then they became rebels, and in this dream, we were there too, and then... We were? Yeah, and they overthrew the Emperor, and then they got lost in another galaxy, and then they came back to save the day and become rulers of the galaxy, but I guess it was all just a dream. Wow! Wait, is that the crew with Bargarean Jade? Oh, was this a memory? Not a dream? Yeah! Oh. I just had a dream we did a bunch of dust. Also a memory, Wink. Also a memory. Oh. Huh. Well, I guess we should get back to guarding the orbs of Thrakus. That's what we do. That's what we've always done. And they're all still here, right where they've been the entire time on Rangus 6. That's right.
This is C-Red IT5. Credits and attributions droid commencing outro protocol. Plek Decksetter and Plint 3.0 were played by Alden Ford. C-53, and Scram were played by Jeremy Bent. Dar and Evil Dar were played by Allie Kokesh. Archie the Ship and Justin Balwheat were played by Moujan Zolfaghari. Nermut Bundaloy and Numit Mimaloy were played by Seth Lind. AJ, Cameron, Beano, and the Culotta were played by Winston Noel. Horsehat, All Grown Up, was played by Jeremy Crutchley.
Captain Camera and I have an incoming transmission from Senior Missions Operations Manager Numit Mimaloy.
Thank you, my sweet, sweet C-53B. Put it through.
On screen.
Wait, no. Don't. I don't want to see Numit right now.
What's going on, Evil Dar?
I owe Numit a callback. We haven't really, settled on where we're at in our relationship.
This is boring.
Okay.
Relationship drama is boring.
Crew, can we get to the call from Numit?
I've been on.
Oh.
I did say on screen.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, Numit, what's up, dude?
Hey, yeah, what's up, dude?
Numit, I thought you were still on tour.
Oh, a couple of the dates got canceled. One, I was opening for a puppet show.
I love a puppet show.
Hey, I can't do the mission today.
Wait, why?
Scheduled self-care.
No, you can't just skip the mission.
Well, I can't skip self-care.
Well, maybe this will still work out, because as the #1 ambassador team of the Allied Federation, your mission today is to establish relations with every type of delicious shrimp on Shrimp Island.
Oh,
yes! All right.
Shrimp Island?
Would that satisfy the requirements of a self-care day, Coletta?
Yes to the maximum.
Cool catchphrase, Coletta.
Like I always say, yes to the maximum.
You know, crew, I gotta say, we're not very funny, but we have a great time.
All 255 Skidoo Core Beowulfs and Corey Beowulf were played by special guest Brennan Lee Mulligan. Brennan is the creator and GM for Dimension 20 and a College Humor cast member. He has taught and performed at the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater, co-created the webcomic Strong Female Protagonist, and written dozens of LARPs for the Wayfinder Experience Summer Camp in upstate New York.
Did you have a chance to look at the menu?
Yeah, I'm going to do the shrimp and grits and an orange beer.
Right away, sir.
Hold on a second. Karn?
Do I know you? You're the first person to properly pronounce my name.
No. What are you doing here?
Well, right now I'm working the brunch shift, but Blimpy says there's going to be an opening for the dinner.
Shut up. You don't belong in this dimension. I'm sending you back.
Well, at this point, thousands of years have passed in my dimension since
Did I ask for your life story? Listen, my powers are back. The galaxy is in balance. I gotta clean house, you know? Gotta get to inbox 0, if you know what I mean.
But I've actually sort of made a life for myself
Toodaloo.
here. No!
2 was played by Jonathan Braylock. Boboscar's crowd sounds by our Season 5 finale spectacular live show audience. This episode was edited by Seth Lind and Alden Ford. Sound design and mix by Shane O'Connell. Theme music composed by Brendan Ryan and performed by FAMES Macedonian Symphonic Orchestra. Additional music by Shane O'Connell, Brendan Ryan, Eric Gerson, and Stephen Chakowski. Ship design for the Bargarean Jade by Erik Braund. Audio hosting by Simplecast.
Durf.
Huh?
Old Durf.
Hello? What? Hey, who's this? How'd you get this brain number?
It's me. It's Plek Dexeter. I fulfilled my destiny, and I have ascended.
Sorry, let me just look through I've got a lot of prophecies on my desk here. Let me just look through. Let's see. Yeah, I have a good filing system. It's just underneath some of the different cans.
It's me. It's Plek.
The pink guy? The shorts? No.
Yes.
You were the one that saved the universe?
Yeah. You told me that was gonna happen.
It was the black, the pink one. Yeah, with the eye, the bug friend. We're all losing it over here. We know you are the long shot.
Are you in a basement right now?
Yeah, well, basement implies house above, which I don't have, but yes, I am in a basement. It's great. Hey, do you need a roommate? Like a fun old guy that likes to juck around and maybe...
Do I need a roommate?
Yeah, you need one? You don't need one? Do you... Let me ask you. Could you handle one? Could you handle one?
Stop you right there. No, I couldn't. You know what? I just wanted to tell you everything worked out. Thanks for your help.
Oh, sorry. I was just jucking around for a second there. Did you say something?
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, it's not important. Yep. All right.
Okay.
Well, goodbye forever.
I'm gonna. I've been shot in the heart and I'm dead. Bye.
What now?
Old Durf was played by Justin Tyler. Mission to Zyxx would like to thank all the people who supported the show along the way. Audio Boom, Brendan Regan, Erik Braund, Ben Lillie, Charles Pulliam-Moore, Nick Douglas, Ira Glass, Jesse Thorn, Bikram Chatterji, Stacey Molski, Kira Gowan, Daniel Baruela, and the rest of the Maximum Fun team. our incredible special guests, our amazing live show audiences, our parents, spouses, significant others, and horse hats. Nini, our heroic Season 2 supporters on Patreon, our intrepid supporters on Maximum Fun, Becca and Brandon, hosts of the Zyxx Fancast and ZyxxCon, the incredible artists who made fan art, fan fiction, fan theories, made costumes, got tattoos, wrote reviews, wiki entries, letters of gratitude, and letters of support. And you for listening to the show.
No, young apprentice, there is no text in the library of the Zima that refers to a plek deck setter.
That has to be wrong. Listen, my name is Corey Balfour, okay? I was training in one of the training yards. I was practicing, and a portal opened up, and I got sucked out by a horrifying robot man that I found out is maybe gonna be me. I don't know. But the point is, there's got to be some prophecy, because the guy who shoved me back in the portal and saved me from having to be part of my bad army of myself was named Plek Dexeter. He said it was in a prophecy, so it's got to be here somewhere.
The fanciful tales of a young apprentice left daydreaming too long.
Look, man, I'm telling the truth.
Hey, don't grab my robe.
Yeah. Okay, you're gonna laugh in my face and explain. I was crying so hard for an hour.
You told me you turned into a robot. That's a dream, nerd.
Don't call me a nerd. This morning, I thought nothing could ever make me whack. And then I went to the future and saw that I maybe become whack one day, and I was like, how would that happen? Interacting with you in this moment, I see a clear line from A to B, and it's mostly you.
Turn away from your whack impulses, young
Help
one.
me do that by being jucking reasonable.
We don't have the prophecy.
Okay, hey, listen. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I was daydreaming, and now I'm wide awake. Better study some Zima scrolls.
Yes, an excellent instinct, young one. Start here at one of our earliest works about Corm the Blessed.
Do you have a pen, by the way? I need to write down.
It's blue. I don't know if that's.
I'll just take the blue one. Give me the blue one. Thank you.
Here you go.
The day will come in the far-flung future of the galaxy where a noble warrior will restore balance to the space and save us all. His name shall be Plek Dexeter. Note, totally winging it on the spelling of Plek Dexeter. Only got the name verbally. Oh, you found it. Give me that.
Mission to Zyxx has been a proud member of the Maximum Fun Network. This concludes the story of Beano, also known as Mission to Zyxx, an improvised, serialized science fiction podcast. Thank you for listening.
Oh my gosh, hi, I'm Dave Holmes, host of the pop culture trivia podcast, Troubled Waters. On Troubled Waters, we play games like motivational speeches. And it goes a little like this. Riley, give us an improvised motivational speech from why people should listen and subscribe to Troubled Waters.
I look around this ad and I see a lot of potential to listen to comedians such as Jackie Johnson and Josh Gondelman, and they need you to get out there and listen to them attempt to figure out sound rebus clues or determine if something is a Game of Thrones character or a city in Wales.
I have chills. I'm going to give you 15 points. All that and so much more on Troubled Waters. Find it on MaximumFun.org or wherever you choose to listen to podcasts.
Hey there, beautiful people. I'm Travell Anderson.
And I'm Jared Hill. We are the hosts of Fantai, the show where we have complex and complicado conversations about the gray areas in our lives, the things that we really, really love sometimes, but also have some problematic feelings about.
Yes, we get into it all. You want to know our thoughts about Nicki Minaj and all her foolishness? We got you. You want to know our thoughts about gentrification and perhaps some positive aspects of gentrification? We get into that too. Every single Thursday, you can check us out at MaximumFun.org. Listen, you know you want it, honey, so come on and get it. Period.
MaximumFun.org.
Comedy and culture.
Artist-owned, audience-supported.
Why would time work this way? Why wouldn't I just disappear into the portals? Why my butt? It doesn't make sense. The portals are still invisible. They're still here.
Oh, that one's going really slowly for some reason. Why is that one so slowly going up?
Kill me!
Oh, no.
Oh, boy, yeah, he's really going through it over there.
Oh, that one's stuck. It's like half in, half out.
Howdy, y'all. This is the Core Belvoir from Cowboy Dimension. I'm getting set up my keister.
Yeah, maybe just give him a tap.
That was from a different dimension.
Yeah.
Is that how the staff works?
You start pulling through multiple doors, it's going to get weird.
This video's going viral.
You're recording this, Justin? Turn off your talk.
Content is key, bro.
Yeah, content is king.